What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Re4 Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Season 2. This is episode 7, and with me, as always, I have Luzped.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and we pick up immediately after Nezuko's most dramatic transformation as a demon yet. Well, pretty much the episode just starts off with her just completely, brutally attacking Daki left and right, and like her level, the level of her abilities just under Daki's impression, just completely surpasses her in terms of her regeneration abilities and her strength as a demon. And what's also surprising about how well Nezuko just completely regenerates, even though Daki tries to at one point decapitates and dismember her, her entire body almost everywhere.
Yeah, in the beginning of this episode, the tables are pretty quickly turned on Daki. Like, she just gets pretty much just constantly stomped into the ground by Nezuko.
I mean, including Daki's limbs get stomped off by Nezuko on several occasions. And
then eventually she has her Nezuko has her head cut off, but and her other limbs too. But she pretty easily reattaches them, as we'll see some multiple other different times in the episode. She gets her limbs cut off and reattached. So in this form, I guess it's easy for her to just completely regenerate herself.
Yeah, and of course Nezuko uses her exploding blood technique against Daki after it splattered all over her, and we seem to get a little glimpse of Daki's backstory of what happened to her while she was human. So we could easily assume that that she and some other person was burned alive before Muzan intervened and turned them into demons.
Yeah, I kind of wish we got a little bit more of her backstory, but I mean, there might still be some more to go over considering what happens at the end of this episode too.
Yeah. And well, just like I predicted last week, after her transformation, Nezuko completely just gets blinded by her lust for power and her rage at the same time, because she just she just takes joy in just brutally destroying Daki, and it gets to the point where she kicks her right through a building that Nezuko nearly attacks innocent people in the process.
Yeah, when she kicked her through that building, I was thinking there probably was still people inside. So, of course, the next scene we see somebody who had gotten injured by her having kicked Daki through that three different buildings.
Nezuko sees this, and then she sees the blood dripping off of a woman's arm, and she pretty much tries to tries to resist, but unfortunately she ends up attacking that person regardless before Tanjiro finally intervenes and stops her.
Yeah, she tries to basically she tries to attack the person because of the blood. When she sees the blood, she sees the blood, it makes her want to pretty much, I guess, just eat her or something. But of course, Tanjiro intervenes right before she can do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course, Tanjiro has trouble trying to keep her restrained, and Nezuko just at that point almost slashes his face on a couple of occasions, and that's of course where Tengen finally arrives, and Daki sees Tanjiro taking restraining Nezuko, and she tries to throw in an easy shot, but of course Tengen arrives and then just stops that attack from happening.
Yeah, we also see that Daki's face has been pretty badly burned by the the exploding blood technique.
Yeah, and also the fact that Daki is jealous about the fact that Nezuko can regenerate much faster than she can, because Daki's injuries hasn't even healed as fast as Nezuko has. And then this pretty much and then of course Tengen calls her out, doubting that she's as powerful as she claimed to be. And then all of a sudden her head just lops off, because we didn't realize Tengen ended up beheading her at one point in that scene.
Yeah, And this is kind of where Daki like starts to throw a tantrum too, where Tengen claims she's not one of the upper six ranked demons, and she starts screaming about how she is an upper, or I guess she is an upper six. And it kind of turns into sort of a comedic skit almost. But also at the same time, like Tanjiro this whole time has been trying to restrain Nezuko, and it's not really been working out too well. Like Nezuko eventually just like pushes both of them out of a window, and Tanjiro is still like trying to restrain her.
Yeah, and and of course Tanjiro realizes the only way to stop her is to sing her a lullaby that her mother sang her a while back, and this of course finally brings Nezuko back to her senses, and then she pretty much transforms herself into a form of a child and ends up sleeping soon afterwards.
Yeah. So that kind of like, unfortunately, she, brings her back to herself. And then we go back to what's going on with Tengen. And like, okay, is this where like we kind of get revealed?
Okay, so like Tengen realizes like even though he, decapitated her, her head from her body, he realizes that she's not like disintegrating like all other demons do, but there's of course like we finally know the reason for that, and like during that one scene where she was like ranting and throwing a tantrum, she screams for her brother, and that's when like the second demon just suddenly comes out of her and then just like pretty much like fends off Tengen like almost like on equal footing, if you can call it that.
Yeah, Tengen actually, like, right before the brother comes out, he tries to, like, preemptively just, like, cut him down, but he, of course, misses. And the brother, just showing, I guess, how fast the brother is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was quick, too, but, like, I had to literally pause the scene just to find out, like, what rank this brother demon was. And we find out that he's also an upper rank six, as same as Daki.
Yeah, so I guess the plot twist is that Daki, like, I guess like would you say I guess like the real upper rank 6 was the brother and not exactly her?
It's not clear because we see like her Daki's brother like touching and caressing her and then also healing her burn wounds at the same time. So and of course Tengen is also puzzled by this and whether or not like how he should go about killing them both, whether like if he should only decapitate the brother or he has to decapitate both of them at the same time.
Yeah, well, basically we see like what the brother is able to do is he has these like scythes that he like throws, and the scythes can eventually will just come back to him.
Yeah, well, he can like well, you could say he could blood bend his blood into blades, which he can control it well, just like Daki can control her obi sashes. And
what really like sets the brother off too is that Tengen telling him about his 3 wives, and the brother just seems to be, I guess, envious of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we also noticed that Zenitsu and Inosuke also arrived to help, but I'm surprised that that they haven't gone about to help Tengen just yet.
Yeah, that's all we really see of them, and then we just go back to Tengen where he's about to, like, we also get revealed that the brother and Daki are like part of the same body, so they're just like connected to each other. So that was pretty crazy. Like I was kind of wondering in the last few episode reviews if if Daki was going to be defeated, and in one of these episodes, like who was going to be the new villain they'd have to fight. So it was kind of I really didn't expect something like this to be revealed, that they're the brother character. So I guess he's going to be the one that's kind of like the new, or well, I guess the new villain that they're gonna have to try to take down.
I mean, I would have to wonder like what Daki and her brother's history, or whether are they actually twin brother and sister, or there's something more to that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe suggesting that they were Siamese twins at one point before.
Yeah, possibly. Like, I mean, they'll probably go more into their backstory, I guess, probably in the next episode. Because, like, of course, because they just revealed the brother character, so we'll probably get to learn more about him.
Yeah, and then
and also like why his body is kind of in that weird condition where he's like really, really like underweight, really skinny. Because he was not only was he envious of like Tengen's wives, but he was also envious of the fact that Tengen was tall and I guess could put on weight, because the brother mentions like no matter what he does, he can't put on weight.
Yeah, I mean, it could have something to do with like his condition maybe prior to becoming a demon. And there's also that little quick scene when Daki reveals that possibly she and her brother were nearly burned to death before Muzan turned them into demons.
Yeah, and there's also that line the sister says about like how she was being bullied and stuff, and I'm wondering if that was something that maybe happened before she became a demon, that maybe she was like bullied for some reason when she was a human, and like her brother like tried to protect her or something, and maybe that might be part of their backstory.
Yeah, I mean, the episode was pretty good. Good amount of action scenes with and like pretty nice twist near the end in which they reveal a new villain behind the scenes. So I'm interested to seeing like how the next battle is gonna like end up panning out. Whether they're just gonna end up continuing the battle or if they're gonna end up retreating in order for Tanjiro to recover.
Yeah, I think the next episode is probably mostly going to be this fight with Tengen of probably like Inosuke, Zenitsu, maybe Tanjiro eventually joins in. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Like or like you said, yeah, it could be where they somehow get away and then they have to like try to fight them again at some point.
Yeah. Because if you remember, I don't know like. Because you remember, like Tanjiro is like as of this point is just not in best physical shape after what he put himself through against fighting Daki last week. So it's an open question of like whether or not if they're just gonna end up continuing the fight with Tengen against the siblings.
Yeah, but I thought it was a pretty good episode. I was kind of shocked by that reveal. I didn't really see that coming. I'll be honest, like I didn't expect that. I don't know if you have anything else to say about it.
It's like they're really upping the ante with with the whole battle. Like I think the entire season has just been nothing but the fight against against the demon siblings at this point. And I'm wondering.
Yeah, it really felt like the whole season really flew by because like we're already on episode 7. And it's only going to be 11 episodes, so I mean we're pretty quickly getting close to the end. So yeah, I mean hopefully we can expect maybe another announcement of another season as well.
There is that. There was. Speaking about that, there was that like upcoming announcement. I think when was that? I'm trying to remember. They said on January 18th that they'll be announcing two major events for the anime series. So
okay.
Yeah, I think it was like technically that would be tomorrow, in Japan time. But yeah, so it's possible they might maybe announce like a brand new season or maybe announce a new movie at the same time. I'm not sure. So we'll probably keep an eye on that, whatever that announcement is.
Yeah, because I'm hoping we get another full season to maybe try to adapt the rest of the manga, because the manga, unlike a lot of other shonen, it's not like a long-running shonen. So I mean, I feel like they could easily adapt the rest of the story.
Yeah. The manga's already done, so there would be no issue for them to, to finish that up. I mean, what it's just my main criticism with this season was them starting off adapting the Mugen Train arc, which I don't really think that was really even necessary for them to even do, because honestly, they could have worked on on another story arc at the same time rather than just only releasing the Entertainment District arc. I mean, it's not to say it's bad or anything. It's just it just left us wanting more. considering like how far we already are into this, into the new story arc.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I just feel like it was kind of a waste of time to go over the Mugen Train arc again. But yeah, hopefully the announcements will be a continuation of the anime. Because like I said, I really feel like they should try to adapt the rest of the manga. But yeah, so that all being said, till next Sunday, we will see you all next time.